welcome to the second vlog of March 2022. Currently it is a Wednesday, March 9th. Hurrah, hurrah. I should be getting my query letter and first 10 pages of my first middle grade horror novel, Seeds of Doubt with the Plant Lady, back from the editor today. Very excited. I hope to query that this month again. I have a list of 6 agents that I am getting ready to send these out to, and Roy is being adorable. His little donut bed. But yes, I just premiered my vlog of March 4th through 8th, and Eva and Nikki showed up, so thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. But yeah, Jules, the dawdling writer, will be having her birthday writing sprints live stream in about half an hour, so I'm going to join her, so that's going to be really fun. And yeah, that's where we're at so far today.
Alright, so you're on the Dawdling Writer channel. I'm Jules, the Dawdling Writer. So this is my birthday. I'm wearing the flower crown. And
so right now it is Jules's first sprint. It's her, Megan McCarthy, Charlie Dorset, and me on screen, so that's really fun. And it's Jules' birthday. Roy is very talkative today, so fun. But I need to figure out what I want to work on today. The oracle card that Jules pulled for the day was the bear spirit. So take it easy, you deserve a break, maybe take a nap. It's like, I've been pushing so hard the last few days that I'm not sure what I want to work on now. Like, I'm at a point where I need feedback. So, like, I'm waiting on my editor notes that come in today, and Barrett is gonna start beta reading my Tiny Shivers horror collection today. Hi, Roy. Hello. Yes, that's a tripod. So yeah, I'm not sure what to work on. Maybe I'll read. I don't know. Decisions. Alright, I'm off Jules' stream. It went amazing. It was so fun. I was working on my newsletter for next month, just getting snippets from stories that I have been writing and putting them into little blocks and finding pictures to go with them. I'll do the actual text of what happened this month at the end of this month. But I also got my editor notes. I'm so happy. So I got the query letter edit notes and the first 10 pages edit notes. So the query letter was pretty good. She said it was very good and strong, but there were some things that she suggested, and so I did the tweaks, and I love it. It is much stronger now. Very happy. And then in the 10 pages, there was one sentence that had passive voice. It was like a tack on, comma, passive voice. But there were 2 filtering sentences. And then there were a few places where I used the same word in like sentences back to back, like door or stair. So like stairway, steps. So yeah, I am going to be spending my evening doing the edits for the first 10 pages, and then I'll see how we go and start querying again. I'm so excited. So yeah, let's get to it. So in my excitement, I've decided to read to you my query letter. I will insert it over my face so you can read along, but here we go. Dear name of super snazzy agent that is about to sign me. Seeds of Doubt is a middle grade horror novel complete at 23,000 words. I saw middle grade horror was on your manuscript wish list and think this will hit the spot with an unusual monster, a carnivorous plant disguised as a human woman. When Miss Sundew moves in across the street from 12-year-old comic drawing Jimmy, he immediately becomes suspicious of the creepy, and possibly dangerous, old woman after her turns of phrase make his skin crawl. Nevertheless, Jimmy is forced by his mother to help the arthritic Miss Sundew in her gardens, where he makes some disturbing discoveries. Her boots are too big and filled with worms and dirt. She wilts in the shade, and her hands feel like something squirming inside her gloves. Jimmy tells his friends what he saw, but they don't believe him, blaming it on his vivid imagination. When the family's cat and Jimmy's little sister go missing after last being seen near Miss Sundew's house, he must gear up for a daring rescue mission. He will brave his fears to save his sister and their pet from Miss Sundew's twisted tendrils before her homemade fertilizer gains a new ingredient. I graduated from Brigham Young University in 2015 in animation. I have 11 horror stories featured and forthcoming in anthologies ranging from cosmic horror to Victorian Gothic. One was a 1,300-word version of this story called Miss Sundew, about to be featured in an Australian charity anthology, Wimbledon Common, by Black Hair Press. Seas of Doubt is the first novel in the planned Nightmare Lane series, but it can be read as a standalone. Each story will feature a unique, horrific creature in a different house, similar to Goosebumps' Stay Out of the Basement, The Nightmare Next Door, and the Stitchers of the Fright Watch series. And then I'll go on with like the first 3 chapters are pasted below, or I've attached the first 10 pages, whatever they have per agent. Thank you for your consideration, Laura Nettles. So yeah, just a couple changes, but I feel like the language is stronger and it's a little more heightened stakes. So fun times, fun times. And yeah, I'll be back. I'm so happy. Okay, my first query of my revision is out now. I just hit send. I was like obsessively double checking. This agent wanted it by email with just the query in the first 10 pages pasted in the body of the email, and they wanted a specific subject line for the email, so I made sure I like copy pasted and make sure it was all okay, and it's done. It's sent. Yes, Roy. Yes. So 1 out of 6 is done. So on to the next one. Okay. So today I submitted 10 queries to literary agents, and like 3 hours later now I've gotten a rejection from one. So that was a really fast turnaround, which is kind of nice. Usually he responds within 2 to 3 days, so yeah. Said it wasn't a fit, so whatever. I will keep chugging on. I might submit one more now to bring it back up to 10, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I went through my list of agents I want to query. Turns out I had 2 from the same agency. So I looked at their manuscript wish list, and one was even more keen on horror than the other one, it seemed. So I picked one and submitted to her. So I sent out my 11th query for the day, which brings my total to 16 that have been sent. So total 16 queries, 2 rejections, 3 rejections. And the rest I haven't heard, so there we go. But it is time for bed. Tomorrow is Critique Group Live, and the first 2 chapters of my sequel to Seeds of Doubt will be up for critique. It is called Cracks of Fear. So, Gargoyle Mansion. Here we go! Hello, it is Thursday, March 10th, the day of Critique Group Live. My day job actually has something for me to work on today. Hurrah, hurrah. But my building's power is out. So, yeah. Can't really log in on my computer using the internet right now. So, yeah, they're supposed to be working on the water pipes in this building for 4 hours. But an hour before they were supposed to work on the water, the power went out. So I don't know what's going on. But at least one of the elevators is still operational, so I got to take Roy out for a walk and come back with lots of treats. We did a treat haul. Right now he's chewing on his duck stick chew toy, not toy, chew treat thing. so he's a happy boy. But yeah, no word on the queries this morning, so no news is probably good news at this point. But yeah, hopefully the power comes back on and we'll have water again later. So going to be an interesting day. Alright, so now it's evening and I'm just gonna run down what I did today, because I may have started another vlog while I was in a power out for 5 hours. So yeah, today was good. So I got to work a little bit for my day job, like something to do. But yeah, massive power out. So during the power out, I was scrolling on my phone and I found an anthology that I want to submit to, which is a Lovecraftian one, and I decided I'm going to vlog my process of coming up with this short story to submit to it. The due date is May 31st, so that is awesome. So I did some reading, I took Roy out for a walk, I listened to some of a Lovecraftian rock opera, so I did Critique Group Live on Barrett's channel. We went over the first 2 chapters of my second mid-grade horror novel called Cracks of Fear for the for the Nightmare Lane series. So that went well. And then I went on to my Discord, not my group, but I'm in the group, for Dark Writers of Toronto, and we wrote to prompts. So I wrote 2 short pieces. One of them was like 336 and the second one was like 228 or something like that. So yeah, the first one is actually complete, like it's a full thing and it's very dark. And I love it. Our prompt for that one was a Rorschach test, so the ink blot on paper. So I did that one. And then the second one was an image of these ominous clouds over a dirt road with fields on the sides. So I wrote a sci-fi-ish dark piece. So I think I'm gonna read that to you just so you know what I did in 13 minutes, because they want to do prime numbers. So we had 23 minutes for the first prompt and 13 minutes for the second prompt. So the prompt was desolation. Clouds rolled low over the dusty horizon, emanating from parts unknown, unknowable. Through the cosmic portal they advanced, covering over our land, our hope, preparing the way for the inevitable. Did you see the 3-tongued fork of lightning? Asked the soldier to the scientist. My granddad used to say that particular shape was a bad omen. The scientist shivered. His grandmother had said the same thing, ever since the unearthly weather had overtaken nature. Yeah, I saw it. Boom. The pulse wave of the electricity's impact reverberated through both their chests. The scientist's heart stuttered for a moment from the pressure of it on his ventricles. His bad heart was another thing he had inherited from Grandma Jo. You reckon something is in those clouds? Something alive? Queried the soldier. I've heard tales of people seeing things slithering up there, eels or squid or some sort. The scientist held up his fritzing scanner. Earth tech never seemed to work right for a few minutes after each lightning strike, if it even was lightning. We can't get a reading inside the dense cloud particles to tell. The whole sky exploded, lighter and louder than fireworks at noon. Lashes of lightning touched down sideways, setting the floating dust particles over the ravaged dirt plains alight. And there, lit up like a god, was the form of something unknown. They had arrived. Yeah, so 13 minutes, not too shabby. I also went on the Twitches and got some tarot readings for my Lovecraft story. So that will be in that vlog. But yeah, I've got tarot readings on yes or no questions about the story, about like what kind of place it takes place, is the main character human, and then I got somebody else to do a tarot reading on the main character and give me attributes of the character. So that was really cool. And that is the night. I think I might read more of that Lovecraft story as I get ready for bed. But other than that, that's it for this Thursday. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Morning. It is March 15th and not doing so hot. So the last vlog was awesome. Like, I was firing on all cylinders. And then for 24 hours I did the brainstorming of the Lovecraftian horror short story, and that was awesome. It was a half-hour vlog that I filmed over 24 hours, so lots of stuff was happening. And then I just started feeling down more and tired, and I'm feeling more burnt out now again, and I have a headache. So yeah, like, ups and downs galore, just everywhere. And tug of war is commencing. So yeah, I took Roy out for his walk this morning. It's snowing again. Just took my meds. I actually drank a whole water bottle yesterday of straight water, so that was good. Should do another one of those today. It's the brand of water that I don't like, so it tastes funny. But I have one in the fridge, so it's a little more tolerable because it'll be cold. So yeah, I don't know. I need to work. So let's do it. It's after midnight. It's technically Wednesday now, the 16th. And yeah, I got bit by a bug for a story. I did not ask for this. It's not a horror. It's a romance. I have never read a romance novel in my entire life. Like, Bridge to Terabithia doesn't count, because that one's a tragedy. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I was reading a webcomic and I was like, I could write a romance. So yeah, I've already have like a pen name picked out, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Alright, so I had midnight madness last night, and yeah, my brain is percolating. So here's what I got so far. It's a dark fantasy. The man and the woman meet at their wedding for the first time. Part of the wedding ceremony is a blood binding ritual. There will be a magic system. They have their wedding night, and the next day the husband goes off to war in place of his father. So he is like a knight in shining armor. So he goes clanking off in his armor off to war, and yeah, she suffers a lot of hardships and dark times at the hands of her father-in-law, and ends up being stowed under the floorboards. So she lives out of sight and at his cruel hands. So she is not having a good time. And eventually the husband comes home, is told, your wife went away. She was tired of waiting. She just disappeared. And so the husband keeps on asking after her, like, how was she? Why did she leave? And he starts writing letters to try and woo her back from wherever she's gone. So he starts writing these letters and reading them out loud to go over them. And she can hear everything through the floorboards. So she's listening to these letters and falling even more in love with this dude. as she hears him trying to convince her to come if only she could. So, yeah. And then eventually, I'm not sure how yet, but he finds out that she is under the floorboard. Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna have her have magical powers as well. So the father-in-law will have cursed her so that she can't speak of what's happened and where she currently is. So she's gonna project herself into her husband's dreams. So at night at least they can like have time together. And so we still get some interaction of them getting to know each other more. And yeah, so that would be cool. And eventually he does find out she's been beneath the floors this whole time. Heads roll. Father-in-law gets decapitated, at least. And yeah, finds her, scoops her out of her prison, and saves the day. And they will live happily ever after. And yeah, there will be some revenge on those who were complicit on her being down there. So that'll be great. But yeah, happily ever after for them eventually. I had this romantic concept in my mind as a child that eventually I would meet the man of my dreams. We would be warriors back to back, and there would be 2 constellations named after us, and that would be awesome. So I want to see if I can somehow weave that into this story so that maybe it's a duology, I don't know, so that she can become like a warrior mage of her own, and together they can save the realm and get constellations, because that's so romantic. But yeah, that's my eventual idea, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the Stuck Under the Floorboards book. So I've written a romantic short story, but it wasn't a romance because death occurred and there were ghosts and body snatching. So this romance has yeah, dark times stashed away from your husband under the floorboards. So yay! So romancy. But yeah, I have never read a romance book. I've been looking through YouTube BookTube and trying to find romance books that are highly recommended that are on my Libby app, so I can see how do. But yeah, I still have my Lovecraftian LARP Tentacles and Boomboxes story I need to revamp in a new draft, rewritten from first POV. And I also have my neurodivergent horror short story that I need to write for an anthology. So I have not given up on them. My brain. And I also have that YA dark fantasy of the boarding school for the spiritual mediums going off to war to do seances on the front. So I have so many ideas, not enough time. My mental state won't let me just plow through them all the time. So doing what I can, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and we'll see where this goes. So it's Wednesday night. I've started drafting this romance. Oh gosh. Starts on the wedding day. So yeah, starts with her in the dressing room of this cathedral and freaking out, trying not to freak out, and she's about to go into the chapel. So here we go. Okay, it's almost midnight, but I have over 1,000 words in chapter 1, and I think I've got this. So, definitely out of my comfort zone, but hi-ho, here we go. Hello everybody, it's 9 at night on Thursday, so yes, work went alright, and I am trying to come up with subplots for my dark fantasy romance, and I now have the, what do you call it, motivation for the father-in-law to do what he's doing, to be so evil. So I have that sorted out a bit now. I still haven't come up with the whole subplot for it. And I want to make sure that my main character has a friend. A childhood friend, because she is of noble birth, so she probably wasn't a complete loner. So I do have her lady-in-waiting. I don't know if that's going to be her childhood friend or if there's going to be somebody else coming into play. So gotta stew over that. But yeah, some brainstorming progress done, and it's about time to go to bed. By the way, I don't know if I told you guys my working title, but it is Bonds of Blood and Dreams, because there's blood magic and there is some dream magic going on, so it works. Okay, so I'm about to get ready for a bath and soak my hair in some hair mask, but yeah, I just had an epiphany. So the father-in-law is a major general of the army of this kingdom, and his wife left him. So I think he's gonna make up a curse, or maybe there is a curse that with their line the wives leave, which is why it's not as suspicious that my main character, the new wife of his son, goes missing because he stashed her under the floorboards. So I think I need to brainstorm on what this curse is. Did he enact the curse, like, in the first place and bring it upon himself in his bloodline? And this stashing of her is a fulfillment of the curse for the next generation, or did he make it up in the first place just as a alibi? So, gonna think about it. Good evening. It is the eve of the Worldwide Write-a-thon for March edition. So today I had a lot of work to do for my day job, and then I was on QWERTY's live stream in the chat, and I was asking if they had any fantasy romance recommendations so that I'd have something to read that's kind of in the genre that I am now attempting to write. So one that she recommended was The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. So I got it on Libby. I'm an hour and 20 minutes into it so far. It's so fun. For a first romance novel I've ever read, I'm enjoying it. It's so fun. The main character is a true Slytherin. Oh my goodness. So, it's a girl who wants to marry the king, to kill the king, and become the queen. So, yeah, quite fun, quite fun. But, I did a little bit of brainstorming on Charlie's stream tonight. So, trying to figure out the whole curse issue, and like, when she projects herself into her husband's dreams, what does she look like? Like, does she look like she does in captivity? Or is it like an idealized version, or like something completely different so that they might not even recognize each other at first? Like a soul form or something, astral projecting. So, gotta figure this out. Yeah. But that's all I've got so far for this vlog. Worldwide Write-a-thon vlog starts in the morning. So I'm calling it here. It is March 18th, 10:12 at night. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye!